Shadal Hendo with the Abotenu, Agama is Kapabiako, Ataquados, which Shemeka Quados, Baruch Shemeka, Lamam Mahe, with Shamu Bene Israel, El Shabbat, La Sot, El Shabbat, La Dora, Tamil Ola, Beni Bene Israel, Oti Lola, Kisha Semi Masat, El Shaddai, El Shemaim, where Taharis, Wayom Masbi, Shabbat, we not fash. Baruch Shemeka, Baruch Yemeneka, Baruch Torateka, Baruch Ushateka, El Shaddai Malek, El Shaddai Malak, El Shaddai Himno, Lola Mahe, Baruch Shem Kabor Makuto, Lola Mahe, Baruch Kabor Lohim, Kumor Malek Elion, Haluhu, Lola Mahe. First of all, I'd like to give all honor and praise to the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, the great mighty prepared God, the Most High God, who bestows his loving kindness and blesses all things, who remembers the pious deeds of the patriots, the Most High slow of anger, great kindness, forgiving iniquity and transgressions, but who by no means clear the guilty, visiting iniquities of fathers upon children to the third and fourth generation. The Most High's work is perfect for all his ways of justice, a God of faithfulness and without iniquity, just and righteous. We may be seated. Giving due respect and honor to a head in Israel, my father, Chief Eliezer, to the chiefmen, princes, brothers and sisters, I say unto the tongue of my forefathers, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
God has made known to us these laws. God has made known to us these laws, commandments, and statutes, and he has revealed to us how he wants us to order and live our lives. And the only way to please God is by living according to the standards that God has set. We cannot please God no other way. You cannot come up with your own standards. You cannot come up with your own way of life. We can't. We got to stop. The Creator left us a blueprint. That's these laws, commandments, and statutes. Either you live according to these laws and live, or when you go against it, prepare yourself for death. Prepare to die in your iniquities. I said, prepare yourself to die in your iniquities. You know why? You know why? Because we want to come up with our own standards. And we want God to accept us that way. We want to come up with our own ways. And we want God to accept us that way. We have to sacrifice for these laws. We have to sacrifice ourselves to fulfill these commandments, man. We have to, because there is a remnant that God spoke about. And the only way to make that remnant is to sacrifice yourself for God. I said sacrifice your likings for God. Sacrifice how you feel for God. Every emotion, every emotional reaction we have as an adult was learned during childhood. Or your past. You react off of certain things because of what your parents taught you from young. So because your parents have showed you and taught you, now you react differently. You react to certain things that you should not react. Okay? So your reaction is based on the summary category and definition that you created in your mind, based on your parenting you receive in the culture and society you was raised in. Culture and society. And upon your parenting. You train that child how to react towards certain things by your parenting and your upbringing. Now, we are not born with emotions. They are learned. We create a summary of the event that happened, that we categorize it, then we define it according to how you feel, how you define it, when it doesn't have to be the way you think it is or the way you look at it. Okay, let's read Exodus chapter 20.
Exodus chapter 20.
Uh-huh.
And God spake all these words, saying,
And God spoke all these words, saying,
I am the Lord thy God,
I am the Lord thy God,
which have brought thee
which
out
have
of the land
brought
of
thee
Egypt,
out of the land of Egypt,
out of the house of bondage.
out of the house of bondage. We ungrateful. We are some ungrateful suckers. Huh? After everything God done did to us, God did this for you, God did this, and he revealed himself to you and show you who he is, who God is. And you yourself recognize that God has done this for me. It was only God that did this. We turn around and we thrust God to the side. I said we turn around and push God to the side by not adhering to his laws, commandments, and statutes. Go ahead.
Thou shalt have no other gods before
Thou
me.
shalt have no other gods before me. How do you have other gods? The Hebrew word for other gods is acharei or acher. It means to go after. You should not go after other gods. Okay? Now, in order, my father always taught me, you need a good dictionary in the Hebrew dictionary to learn and figure out what these words mean. Now, how do you go after other gods? The definition of after, it means subsequent to be in agreement with, to follow, to resemble, to agree. Means what? You accept it. Whatever you agree with, you accept. You have to watch what you agree with, because sometimes you may agree with something and God don't agree with it. See, this is how we have to pan our lives out. According to what God accepts, you must accept. According to what God agrees with, you must agree with. If God dislike it, you got to train yourself to dislike it. Huh? This is a training process. You're not going to dislike everything God disliked right away. But you have to train yourself to dislike it. You have to train yourself to agree with it. It's a training process, because you're coming from all walks of life. You're not coming from this. This is new to you. And in order to get firm, in order to get strength from this, you have to be truthful with yourself.
Right.
And tell myself that this here I cannot agree with no more. This here I cannot accept this no more. This right here I gotta stop this, because God don't like it. And that's what counts. That's the only thing that counts. Look, man, hell is coming. And if you don't have God on your side, if you don't have God on your side, all right, to agree means what? You accept, or to have the same view as. You know what the same view is? How you look at it, I look at it the same way. How you see it, I see it the same way. This is why when certain laws is read, this is why we disagree with God's laws. Because God said, thou shalt. God said it's okay, and you disagree with it. And say it's not okay. It's not okay. That's not good. He says, so if I accept you, we have to watch what we accept. So if I accept you, I agree with your actions. That is against God. I agree with your opinions. I agree with your feelings and your purpose. That is against God. So we have to watch what we accept. Why do you think the prophet Samuel didn't accept or worship with King Saul? Because God rejected him. And anything God rejects, Samuel rejected. I said anything God rejected, Samuel rejected. Now check it now. He still had a heart for Saul, because he cried, because God rejected him. And even though I reject you, I can still cry for you. I can still feel for you, because look, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing in the eyes of God. Yeah, I'm angry at you, but I'm crying inside. I'm hurt. Why? Because I know God is displeased with you. Time sheet. He said, hold up. To follow after other gods. How do you follow after other gods? When you are adhering to their practices. When you adhere to their practice,
Right.
you follow other gods.
You
You don't have to be in the church. You don't have to bow down to it. Huh? When you adhere to their beliefs, you follow other gods and teachings associated with other gods. This is why we have to watch our ways. We have to watch how we walk. We have to watch how we speak. We have to watch the things that we do that is not in accordance with the people that we live amongst.
That's right, man.
Everything we do must be different from the people we live amongst, or else God is going to look at you as the same. I said, God is going to categorize you as the same. Therefore, I don't think like you. I don't walk like you. I don't eat like you. I don't dress like you. I don't do nothing like you. Because it's not according to the ancient path that I read about in this book. To resemble, it means what? To be like. Huh? I said to be like. You just like Lucille. You just like George. The book, by us reading these laws, commandments, and statutes, supposed to change your mentality. Supposed to separate you. Supposed to change you and separate you from the people that we live amongst. We have to be different. That's why God gave us these laws, commandments, and statutes, to be different. Okay? To be like or similar, right? Like means what? To feel attraction towards or take pleasure in. We have to be careful of what we have to be careful to what attracts us.
What you like.
Because whatever attracts you tells me who you are as a person. Type of person you are, or whatever you take pleasure in. Similar means having common characteristics. Okay? Having common characteristics. So now, let's get into that word characteristics. Mental and ethical traits. Okay? Ethical traits are personal characteristics and behavior that aligns with a set of moral principles and values, guiding individuals to make decisions to act in the way that are considered right and good, disregarding your emotions. No matter how I feel. No matter how I feel about this situation, we have to learn to put God first over your emotions, above how I feel, above how I think. Because what you think doesn't count if it doesn't correlate with what God says. I said, what you think doesn't count if it doesn't correlate with what God said, with the thinking pattern of God. Because you have thoughts that can separate you from God, which are forward thoughts. Okay? Ethical traits are attributes that defines the personality of someone who always follows strict moral principles. Huh? Mental traits are enduring characteristics or attributes that describes an individual's cognitive, emotional, and behavior patterns. I say cognitive, emotional, and behavior patterns. They are internal dispositions that influence how a person perceives, thinks, and feels, and act in various situations. Internal dispositions. That means whatever is in you is disregarding and bucking the laws of God. I said, what the evil that we have in us. Look, you know why we designed that way? You know why we are designed this way? It stemmed all the way back from when Adam ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Now the evil grain and the evil seed is in us. We all have evil in us. And we have good in us. But this is why God gave us these laws so that we can so that we can wean out the evil that is in us by applying the laws of God. Your spirit is not going to accept everything that you read. Recognize that. I said naturally, your spirit is not going to accept everything you read. Why? Because we have a heathenistic mentality. And even though you was raised, we have Israelites, we have Hebrews that was raised are Israelites with heathenistic mentality that still yearns and desire things that they wasn't taught, because we have natural evil in us, man. I never taught you this, but you are more inclined to these things that I never showed you in life. This is why it's very important. Why you think God commanded us and gave us a commandment? He said, read these laws every day. When you lie down, when you rise up, when you walk by the way. Because when you're reading, it has an effect on your spirit. When you talk about it, it has a positive effect on your spirit. Okay? Time sheet, where we at?
Exodus chapter 20, verse 4.
Time sheet.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. What is a graven image? The Hebrew word for a graven image is a fesel. Okay? When you look up the definition of fesel, it's an idol or an image. Okay? A graven image also refers to the concept of a cult image, right? Which is paganism. A human-made object, often a statue or figurine that is venerated or worshipped and subjected to rituals. See, back in these days, the statues and the figurines that they had were used for rituals. Now, today, we have statues and figurines, but we say, oh, we're not worshiping it. It's just for decoration. This is just here. That's just for that. No, this is why God said don't have it, period. Because the origin of having graven images and figurines, they used it for rituals. So my father read that. He looked around, got all the statues. Yeah, statues of women, statues of men, statues of animals, all the statues that was in this house, he got rid of it. You know why? Because back in ancient days, they used those statues for rituals. You can't have these things and tell God that I'm not praying to it. Don't tell God. Said don't have it. So I get rid of all these statues. Erasing and eradicating how I feel. You don't think I love my kids? Yeah. And I would love to have pictures and no, I don't want no images. Why? Because I have to put God above me. I have to put God's laws above how I feel. What I think don't count. How I feel don't count. Because sometimes how you think and how you feel is contrary. It's contrary and it's not right how you're feeling. It's not right how you're acting. So now we have to get into ourselves. It's called self-reflection. Self-reflect, which means get into yourself. Check yourself and ask yourself, do you think you're moving right? Do you think you're doing what's right? Ask yourself that. And when you ask yourself that, be truthful with yourself. We ain't right, man. We not. That's right. That's why we here. That's what I teach, brother. I said, that's why we here, and God put us here. That's right. And if we don't get it right before God, we're going to get left here. It says the image or likeness of anything that God has created, that has been carved or sculpted. Idols are false gods. Okay? Likeness of something. A form or appearance visible without substance. Without substance means without life. Time sheet. Read verse 4.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above. Or
okay, hold up. In the Hebrew, for for likeness is temuna. Temuna means pictures. But forget about Hebrew now. I'm not even going to go into the Hebrew.
Right.
Because you know what a likeness is? A likeness is a resemblance.
Okay.
A likeness is the outward appearance of.
Okay.
You don't need Hebrew. This is common comprehension. Common sense. God said you should not have a likeness of what?
Anything.
Of anything
that is in heaven above.
that is in heaven above.
Or that is in the earth
That's in
beneath.
the earth beneath.
Or that is in the water
Or
under the
that is in
earth.
the waters under the earth.
Okay.
Plain and simple.
Okay.
No likeness of the sun, moon, and stars.
Okay.
No likeness of no beasts and no cattle. No creeping things. Nothing that is in the water. No likeness of male or female.
Okay.
Okay? Go ahead, read.
Thou shalt bow down thyself to them.
Lo, okay? You should not bow down to them. You should not prostrate. You should not worship. Worship is an extreme form of love for God. I said when you worship is an extreme form of love for God. It's a type of unquestioning devotion to God that you don't question what you read. That's when you're worshiping God. That's deep worship. You don't question what you read. But we read the book and we question the book. We question God.
It's not right.
Like it's not right.
It
Because it's not according to your ways or how you feel.
Right.
So because I don't like it, I can eradicate that.
You don't believe.
No, you don't believe God.
You don't believe God.
You don't believe God.
You don't believe.
Tom sheet.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them.
Nor serve them.
For I, the Lord,
Abad. The Hebrew word for serve is abad. To serve means to comply to the commands and demands of. When you comply to the commands and demands of. Okay? Tom sheet.
For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. Why not? Jealous, the definition of jealous, intolerant of unfaithfulness. What is intolerant, right? Intolerant means not tolerant of ways. God is not going to tolerate your ways. God is not going to tolerate your thought patterns that differs from God.
Right.
God is not going to tolerate your ways. God is not going to tolerate your thinking pattern. God is not going to tolerate your actions that differs or is contrary from God's ways. So now, in order for God to accept me, my ways got to be of God. I have to match it, attain the ways of God in order for me to be accepted.
Talk that.
I gotta attain the way God thinks. I gotta think like God. Why I say that? And the Lord is saying, "Thou shalt be holy." He said, "Because I'm holy."
Talk that, brother.
God said, "Be like me."
You spit.
He said, "Be like me." So I gotta be like God.
You spit.
And the only way to be like God is to read the book. It's to read the book. This is the way you save yourself. This is the only way you can save yourself from yourself. Okay? Because you doing yourself hurt. We destroy ourselves. We destroy and hurt ourselves, man. Because we all have that evil seed in us, and we refuse to recognize that we had that evil that's in us.
That's the problem.
So we can't leave. It's not going to go nowhere. Because you telling yourself you ain't wrong. You telling yourself you're not evil. You telling yourself you're a good man. I'm good. You're the wrong one. Because you don't believe God. That's the problem. The problem is we don't believe God. So because we don't believe God, we come short.
Yeah, teach, brother.
I said we come up short.
Teach.
We come up short.
Yeah, teach, brother.
I said, all right, differs from God. The Most High demands from those whom he loved and redeemed out of Egypt honor and absolute loyalty. and will vindicate his claim by stern actions against them if they betray God by going against his laws. It shows unfaithfulness.
Vindication.
I said it shows unfaithfulness.
Oh, so I'm unfaithful.
Okay? So when we go against God,
I'm
it
unfaithful.
shows unfaithfulness. All right? Now, go ahead, Tamshi.
Visiting the iniquity of the
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers. What does visit mean? The Hebrew word for visit is paquad. He said visiting the iniquity, remembering the iniquity, commanding the iniquity of the fathers upon who? Upon the children. In the Hebrew it says beni, upon the sons. So God is going to visit my sins upon my children. God is going to visit and remember and command my iniquities to visit my children. So if I love my kids, I got to walk right before God so that God don't visit my shortcomings upon the child.
Say it one more time.
I said, God said he will visit, he will command your shortcomings, your iniquities to visit this poor, innocent child. And that's why we have children. And this is why we have children that come out with Down syndrome, physical defects. Why? Because God is visiting the iniquities of the parents upon the children, man. Upon the children. And guess what? We don't care.
Yeah, ruthless.
We ruthless, man.
Ruthless.
We don't care.
Ruthless.
We don't love our kids.
Ruthless.
We don't. Because if we love our kids, then we will live right.
Nothing but Natasha.
I said we will live upright before God, man. We will live upright, but we don't. We don't love our kids, man. We don't. Let's read that over. Visiting what?
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the
Visiting
children.
the iniquity of the fathers. Remembering or commanding the sins of the fathers.
Upon the children.
Upon the children.
Until the third.
Until the
and
third.
fourth
And fourth
generation of them
that hate me.
Come on, shop.
You see what God said? In the Hebrew, for hate, it says lesonai. Lesonai. You know what lesonai means? Lesonai means my enemies. Look, when we sin presumptuously and we do things contrary to God, He look at you as an enemy.
Right.
We have become enemies of God. Why? Because we're going to do what we like and not what God like. I want to do what I want to do and not what God said. And because these laws, I don't agree with certain laws, and it denotes hatred for God, man.
Right.
When we go against these laws, man. The things we do can affect the people around us, man. You hear me? Sister Emuna just said that. That's true. Because we won. We're one banner. And I said we're one. And sometimes a person may do something and I'm walking with you and I get brush fire. I get hit. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. But I'm walking with a violator. We jam ourselves, man.
Say it again, brother.
God look at us as one. We are one. What you do affects me, and what I do affect you. Next thing, it trickles down into your seed, child, into your children, man. This is not no game. This is serious, man. This is serious. This is serious, man. Tom C.
Verse 6.
Verse
showing
6.
mercy.
And showing mercy. God is all merciful. And it's only because of the mercy of God why we still here. I said we have done the works that brought death. We have done the works that brings death. But only because of the mercy of God why we are still here. You over here looking for mercy. But you ain't merciful. How you want God to show you mercy, but you ain't merciful? God said to the merciful, I will show mercy to him. to the compassion. You compassionate, you will gain compassion from God.
That's just.
That's just. I said that's just.
Yeah.
Said the mercy of God. We gonna talk a little about the mercy of God.
Speak on it, brother.
It's when he chooses not to punish individuals for their sins or wrongdoings, despite being deserving of it.
Brother
You
Simone.
know how many things I done did in life?
Brother
Huh?
Simone.
I'm talking about me.
Brother Simone.
I said, you know how many things I have done in my life?
Gamli.
I wasn't always this way. I didn't take God serious my whole life, and I was born in the way of life.
Gamli.
I was born in this. But I leaned more so towards heathenistic ways. And there came a point in time in my life where I had to snap out of it.
That's right.
I said, what am I doing?
That's right.
What kind of life am I living? Why am I living this? Why? And God ain't killed me.
Brother Simone.
He gave me a chance
Brother Elohim.
to bethink myself, clean up, and make my ways right with God so that I can be accepted by God. As long as we are alive, we have a chance to make right with God. Everybody is not going to make right the same time you decide to make right, because everybody's time is different.
Some ain't gonna do it at all.
Some ain't gonna do it at all. Some ain't gonna do it at all. Tom She.
And showing mercy unto
And
thousands
showing
of
mercy
them.
unto thousands. Hold
Yeah.
on. Despite being
Mercy.
deserving of it, all right? Mercy invokes feelings of forgiveness. You hear me? I said mercy invokes feelings of forgiveness. Huh? A lot of us have a hard time forgiving. The ones that have a hard time forgiving are not merciful people. And the ones that don't deal with mercy are not merciful people have a hard time to forgive, because it licks. It goes hand in hand. It goes together. Forgiveness leads to releasing of negative feelings towards the person choosing to move forward.
I can release my burdens.
I can't continue to hold on to this.
That's right.
I have to learn to let it go.
How long?
I ain't gotta. I'm not going. I have to learn to let it go,
How long?
huh? Because I don't want God to hold nothing over my head.
Oh, you don't want that.
You don't want God to hold your past over your head, right?
That's right.
So I have to learn to let go also.
That's right.
I said I have to learn to let go also. Okay, Tom She.
And
Exodus
showing
chapter,
mercy.
Exodus chapter 20, verse what?
6.
Verse 6. Tom She.
And showing mercy unto thousands
And
of them
showing
that love
mercy unto thousands of them that love me. You hear that? You hear my God? I said, you hear the Creator? God said, I will show mercy only to thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
Right.
You hear the key? So in order to get the mercy of God, I gotta keep His laws.
That's how you love him.
In order to show God that you love God, you have to keep His commandments.
Put that work in.
So if you don't keep God's commandments, what that means? It means that you hate God. Because the only way to show God that you love Him is to keep His laws.
Oh, man.
I said that's the only way you can show God that you love Him. You can't buy Him a cake. You can't give Him a gift. You can't give Him jewelry. You can't do none of that. God wants us to obey and hearken. That's it.
That's it.
You're supposed to be cooking tonight.
I said God wants you to obey and hearken. It says obedience is better than what?
Sacrifice.
Than sacrifice.
You're supposed to be cooking tonight, Chief.
I said obedience is better than sacrifice.
Yeah.
So if you love God, keep His commandments. Keep His commandments.
Yeah.
And the only way to keep these laws is what? By reading. You got to read
That's right.
and seek out, investigate in order to learn these laws. So let's get into the word love. How do you love? Love is affection based on benevolence and common interest. Common interest is what? We have the same interests.
Oh, my
The love is there.
I am interested in what God is interested in.
Oh, my goodness.
Why do you love this woman? Because we have the same interests. We got the same likes. We got certain things about us that's the same. We're a match. This is why I never understood why Hebrew men or Israelite men still look at women that is not living according to the standards of God. Huh? Are you still that heathen? Are you still that heathenistic man?
That's right.
You have a lot of Hebrew women that's looking for husband, but you look outside of your culture
That's right.
at women that disregard your God.
That's right.
Don't want nothing to do with your God. And then guess what happens now? It's trouble.
Trouble, yes.
It's trouble.
Trouble, yes.
Okay?
Trouble, yes.
Benevolence. What does benevolence mean? Benevolence is a disposition to do good.
Okay.
It's when a person is prone to act in a way that is morally right, more kind, beneficial to others. Now, what is disposition? Disposition is the positive or negative way a person views what happens in the world. Your character is determined by your inner moral values, and your personality reflects who you are as a person.
Okay.
I say your personality tells me who you are as a person, which means how you think tells me who you are. In the book it says, so a man thinketh, so is he.
Okay.
I said, so a man thinketh, so is he. So these are that formulates in your mind, describes and tells me your character.
Yeah.
Describes and tell me who you are.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay? I say your inner moral values goes according to your beliefs that you use to analyze opinions, situations, and your thoughts, then decide what's the right or appropriate way.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Sheep.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain.
Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. For the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. What does that word mean? Vain. It means nothingness. It means to hold no value or worthless. He said, read that over.
Thou shalt not take
the name
of the Lord
thy God in vain.
For the Lord will not hold him
guiltless.
Taking his name in vain.
He said, you will not be guiltless. You know what that Hebrew word means for guiltless? Naqua. It means you will not be innocent. You will not be without guilt. You will not be pure. That's deep. That's deep. Tom Sheep.
Remember the Shabbat day to keep it holy.
Remember the Shabbat day to keep it holy. We always got to remember God's day.
Even during the week.
Even during the week. On Friday, get off for your job early so that I can get home early to prepare for the Shabbat. The Shabbat was established by God after he made the world in 6 days.
That's right.
I said after he made the world in 6 days. He was the first to acknowledge it and declared this 7th day a period of rest to cease. In the Hebrew it says,
stop.
Before sin polluted the world and work became a thing that God commanded us to cease from, centuries later it was included in the 10 Commandments, the Decalogue. Powerful words coming directly out the mouth of God. That's what the first 5 books.
That's God.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, all those words came directly out the mouth of God. And this is why when God commanded us to read the law every day, it will have an effect on your spirit because these are God's words. So when you disagree with these words and these laws in the first 5, you're not disagreeing with me. You are disagreeing with God. You are against God. Now, he said, that's why when recited, it will have an effect on your spirit in time. In time. with the person putting in works by fulfilling the commandments. In the beginning, we learned about God speaking the world into existence. I said, in the beginning, we learned about God speaking the world into existence. Because God said it came to pass. Let there be light, light came. Let the dry land appear, the dry land appear. Anything that God spoke, it came into existence. Okay? A day at a time. Not all at once, which is an example in itself. This shows that there are stages in development. You hear me? I said there are stages in development. There are stages in righteousness. Time sheet.
Verse 9. 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy
6
work.
days shall I labor and do all thy work.
But the
Read.
7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So if I have my house, whoever comes in my house is under the rules and the commandments of God. You cannot visit or come to my house and do contrary from what God said. You got to leave. Why? Because God over everything.
That's right.
I choose the laws of God above my own family.
That's right. Say it again.
I choose the laws of God above my brothers and
Say it
sisters,
again. Say it again. Say it
above
again.
my uncles and aunts.
That's right.
My parents serve God, so I ain't gotta say it about my parents.
That's right.
But if your parents don't serve God, guess what? The laws of God is above them also.
That's right.
So we can't put nothing before the laws and the commandments of God.
That's right.
The Creator is number one priority in life. Tom, see?
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in the midst, and rested the 7th
and he
day.
rested on the 7th day. My God don't rest. My God don't sleep. In the Hebrew, it says yanak. Yanak means to desist or to stop from creating. That's what he did. He didn't create anything anymore. Everything that we read about in the creation, it happened in 6 days.
That's right.
The 7th day, God rested and ceased from his work.
That's it.
That's it. Tom, see?
And rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Shabbat day and hallowed it.
Wherefore the Lord blessed the Shabbat day and he hallowed it. This is why God said we must hallow the 7th day.
That's right.
Anything you hallow is separated.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
Honoring your parents is showing them respect. I said honoring your parents is showing them respect. Obedience, being appreciative and recognizing their authority. And providing when needed. You hear what I said? We don't recognize our parents' authority. We don't. A lot of men and a lot of women today do not recognize their parents' authority because they tell their parents that they're grown. I'm a grown man, Ma.
You have to respect me too.
You have to respect me too, Ma.
As the Israelites say.
It don't go that way, man.
That's right.
I said it don't go that way. Guess what happened? Abraham was gonna kill his own son.
That's right.
You hear me? That's a lesson in itself.
That's right.
Abraham went because God is proving him. He's testing him to see who he's gonna choose.
Yeah.
God or your blood or your son.
That's right.
And you don't think Abraham loved his son?
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved his son, but he chose God above his own son.
That's right.
So now Abraham is going to sacrifice Isaac. Isaac asks his father, he said, behold, I see the fire, I see the wood, I see all this, but I don't see I don't see the lamb for the sacrifice. He said, don't worry, son. God will provide. When he got there, he knew who was the sacrifice. He took him, laid him down.
He didn't ask.
He didn't fight his father.
Yeah.
You hear? Recognize the heights of honor.
Okay.
At that point in time, Isaac knew that Abraham was going to kill him.
And he allowed his father.
And he
He
looked,
was with it.
He allowed
laid him
to
down. He
bind
like, yo, he bound him and tied him up.
He allowed him to bind him.
The Most High sent the angel and called his name and stopped him. He said, now I know.
Now I know.
Now I know. You know why? You will never know how a person feels for God until you put them through it.
That's right.
Show themselves.
In order to know how a person feels, you have to put them through the ringer. You got to put them through the test. You got to squeeze them a little bit so that the person can prove themselves to God. And that's what God does today. Huh? Each and every one of us, family online, the people that's here today, God is going to prove you, prove you, and put you through the ringer to see what is your choices.
What you gonna choose?
What you gonna choose? You gonna choose God, or you gonna choose your own wanting ways? Who are you gonna choose? The test never stops. The proving never stops.
Pressure stays on.
I said the proving and the pressure and the test and the trials stays until you die. You know when God stops proving you? When you die.
Right.
When you're dead. Now the test is over.
Yeah,
Right.
But these are tests that we are going to go through in life.
Son.
If we pass it, God will exalt us.
Exalt
right.
you.
That's
right.
right. That's right.
Isn't that what he told Cain?
That's what he told Cain.
God told Cain. Cain was putting up an offering. Abel went and put up an offering. But God accepted Abel's offering only because Abel was accepted. God did not accept Cain's offering because Cain wasn't accepted. So Cain is angry. Like any child would be.
That's right.
He'll feel away. My parents denied me and my mom's is angry at me. I don't feel right.
That's right.
Because my duty on earth is to please my parents.
Right.
My duty on earth is to be acceptable in their eyes.
That's right.
And when I do things that they don't accept and they're angry at me, I'm angry at myself. I don't get angry at them. You get angry at yourself for allowing yourself to be succumbed and sucked in to this evil.
That's right, brother.
To his desire. That's right. Allow myself to get sold.
Fear God, man. Keep his commandments. Fear your parents.
Yeah.
Be afraid to offend God.
Yeah.
Be afraid to offend your parents.
Yeah.
Because you only got one father and one mother. And you know what I told my mom today? I said, this brother here, man, brother I know today. I said, man, he don't got no parents. I said, my father's not here. I said, when God decided to take you, Mom, I told her that in the kitchen. I said, where I'm going to go? Where I'm going to go, man? I ain't got nowhere to go. Because I don't hang out in the streets. I don't hang nowhere. This is where I hang out at, my mom's house. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it, man. This is where I come to hang out at. I don't hang with Negroes.
Talk about it, brother.
Listen, man. Let's read. Hold up 1 second. Okay, obedience. By showing them respect, obedience, being appreciative. We don't appreciate our parents. You know why children don't appreciate their parents? Because they talk bad about them. Oh, you did this. Oh, you did that. Oh, you was no good. You was no good, Mom. Dad, you ain't no good. You never appreciate what I did to you, son. I did for you, son. I could have, you know, my father said, he said, I could have left you in the dumpster. After your mother had you, you could have been left in the dumpster. Like Tupac song. What is it? Brenda had a baby. Next thing they found Brenda's baby in the dumpster. But she didn't put me in no dumpster. She took care of me until I became a man. So now the only thing I can do is to show my appreciation to my mother by being on call. When she need me, I'm here. What? You need me to run to the store? I'm going. Whatever you need me to do, anything that I can do that I can lighten the burden off, that is honor.
That's right.
I can't watch my mom struggle and I got it.
Talk about it, brother.
And I got it. No, man. No. Your mother need help.
Yeah.
Help her.
Yeah.
appreciative and recognizing their authority. You know how you recognize the parents' authority? I'm a grown man.
Right.
I said, I was a grown man. And I made my father angry. And you know what my father did? He balled his fist and put his fist on my forehead and mushed me. And you know what I did? I held my head down. A grown man with tears coming out my eyes. Yes, Abba.
Not anger.
No, Abba.
That wasn't anger.
Not anger. Held my head down. You have to recognize your parents' authority. You're never a grown man or a grown woman with your parents.
Stay in your place.
You got to stay in your
You only
place
got
and
one
recognize that. You know why? Because when we come out of our place with our parents, guess what? We dishonor them. And when you dishonor your parents, you get written down in the heavens. God writes you down. That sin, God will visit that sin upon your soul. Recognizing their authority, providing when needed, treating them with consideration and high regards. Honor is to live up to or fulfill the terms and the conditions of your parents.
Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Thou shalt not murder. What does murder mean? When you take a life that's not justifiable by God. You go and you take a life, but it ain't justified by God. You're murdered. You murdered. Tom Sheep.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. Huh? And that's why we have brothers that sleeps around. They don't have no wives now. They didn't marry the woman, but he's having cohabitation with a woman that he's not married with. But when you go into the Hebrew word for adultery is tinaf. Tinaf means adultery. And tinaf also means fornicate. What is fornication? When you're having sex and you ain't married. The brother got a wife at home. I said, the brother got a wife at home. But he's looking at every swinging tail out here.
Yeah.
Fornicating. Now, adultery for a man is when he cohabitate or have sex, cohabitate with a married woman. The woman have to be married in order for it to be adultery. Why I say that is because you had men in the book that had 2 and 3 wives. And God never said that was adultery. So we have to train ourselves to accept that. We must train ourselves to accept these laws. Now, adultery for a woman is when she cohabitate with a man that's not her husband. She's married, but the man that she's cohabitating with, it ain't her husband. That's adultery for a woman. Okay? Now, we have to be careful. In a lot of these laws, God did not explain why. He didn't explain why we shouldn't do it. Because we ain't supposed to be questioning God. We ain't supposed to be questioning God. Okay? Go ahead, Tom C.
Thou shalt not steal.
Thou shalt not steal. Lo tigno. You know what tigno means? Look, don't steal, don't rob, and don't deceive. If I deceive you, I'm a thief. If I lie, I'm a thief. Because it all goes hand in hand. Lo tigno means to steal, rob, or deceive. If I come and I rob you, I'm a thief. A liar is a thief, my father used to always say. And a thief is a liar. It goes hand in hand. Tom Sheep.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's...
Go back.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. It means you should not answer. You should not respond. You should not testify as a false witness against your neighbor. You know how many times people done testified? We don't know what's going on. You wasn't there. You don't know what happened, but you had so much to say. I don't know what took place, so I need to shut my mouth. I gotta be quiet.
That's true.
and hear the conclusion of the matter. Hear both sides of the story. I cannot hear one side and judge the matter according to one side.
That's not just.
That's not just. I must hear both sides. Let me hear what you got to say. Then after you say what you got to say, I got to hear what this person got to say. This is why a head, a ruler, a leader, you can't be partial. You can't be partial. If your son is wrong, he's wrong. If your daughter's wrong, she's wrong, because these laws don't have friends. Friends don't count. Family don't count when we're dealing with these laws.
Both ways. That's right.
Tom, see?
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Coveting comes from a feeling of not being satisfied. I said coveting comes from a person. It's a feeling that you, and shows me that you are not satisfied with what you have. Have you ever noticed when there was a famine and they said the sister told Elijah, she said, all I got is this morsel of bread. She said, I'm gonna make this little bit of bread. Me and my son gonna eat and die. Elijah told her, he said, listen, before you feed him,
Feed me.
before you eat, feed me. And miraculously, because these men serve God,
That's why.
their word, God allowed their word to come to
They
pass.
serve God.
I said,
Right.
God allowed Elijah's word to come to pass,
Yeah.
and she was able to eat throughout the whole famine.
That's right.
She was able to feed her son and feed herself throughout the whole famine. This is why certain things happened and it went down, because they serve God, man.
They serve God.
They serve God, man.
That's the order.
Coveting comes from a feeling of not being satisfied with what one already possessed. It leads to other negative emotions like envy,
Oh,
jealousy, and theft.
I want your stuff.
That's right. Tom C.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife,
Thou
nor
shalt
his
not covet thy neighbor's
manservant,
wife, nor his
nor his
manservant, nor
maidservant,
his maidservant,
nor his ox,
nor his ox,
nor his ass,
nor his ass,
nor anything that is thy
nor
neighbor's.
anything that is thy neighbor's. Tom C.
And all the people saw the thunderings, and the lightnings, and the noise of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off.
They got scared.
Oh, yeah.
You know that sight? That was a hell of a sight, man. I seen this on Science Channel with me and my father. The narrator went to check the mountain. She said there's a large amount of sulfur on the surface of Mount Sinai. She said, and it's singed. She said, it seems like this mountain been on fire for a very long time. You gonna tell me my God ain't real? That came over on Discovery Channel. But God, the Creator, leaves certain things, certain evidence to reveal and show that this book is real, man. This book is real. They showed evidence of Lot's wife in a pillar of salt, hanging over a road and held up over chains. Next thing, they found seashells on the highest mountain, Mount Everest. I said seashells on the highest mountain. You know what that means? There was a flood. There was a flood.
That's correct.
The ark is stuck inside the mountain.
Mount Ararat.
They showed that on Discovery Channel
That's right.
too.
They showed the satellite reading.
They showed that on Discovery Channel too. So don't even think that we are doing something wrong or this ain't the right way. We are serving the true and living God, and this book is real.
Oh yeah.
Everything you read, train yourself to believe everything that you read in this book, because your belief triggers your actions.
There you go.
I said strong beliefs in God triggers actions.
Action. That's right.
It triggers actions.
Right.
Finish it up.
If they said unto Moses, speak thou with us, and we will hear. And let not God speak with us, lest we die. Moses said unto the people, fear not, for God has come to prove you that his fear may be before.
God has come to prove you, and that his fear may be what?
Before your faces.
Before your faces.
That he sinned not.
He sinned not. You see why God brought them there and displayed displayed like that.
Oh, yeah.
The presence of God incinerated the whole mountain.
Yeah.
The whole mountain range is on fire.
Fire.
And it's skipping.
Yeah.
The voice of God coming out of the fire.
Yeah.
The trumpet is waxing louder and louder.
Uh-huh.
Man, listen. Man, listen. Let's read.
And the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near to the thick darkness where God was.
Tom sheep.
And the Lord said unto Moses, Thus thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, Ye have seen that I have talked with you from heaven. You shall not make with me gods of silver, neither shall you make unto you gods of gold, an altar of earth,
and all
thou
of
shalt
earth
make
that
unto
shall
me.
I make, that shall make unto me.
And shall sacrifice thereon
Sacrifice
thy
thereon
burnt
thy burnt
offerings, and thy
offerings,
peace
and
offerings,
thy peace
thy
offerings.
sheep and thine oxen.
Uh-huh.
In all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee.
Uh-huh.
If thou wilt make me an altar of stone,
Thou shalt not build it of hewn stone.
but thou lift up
Thy
thy
tool upon it, thou hast polluted. Tom sheep.
Neither shalt thou go up by steps into mine altar, that thy nakedness be not discovered thereon.
And with that, I already got what was bought.
Yes.
And I would say Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom lekah.
We're gonna start teaching Shabbat teachings tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.
Any questions?
Any questions? Any questions? If you don't have any questions, I'm gonna close out the service. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom lekah.